Okay, so far we've covered the contact addresses and how we can store multiple addresses for a single contact, which leads us into creating a quote and taking advantage of those contact addresses. So the next step would be your customer likes the quote and they'd like to turn it into an order. So you change this to 1, and maybe you would also have a PO number from them, something like that. There you go. So now we're going to go ahead and turn this into a sales order. We come over here and we go create sales order. Perfect. Okay, so now what we'll see, so you'll see now that a sales order has been added to the quote, which means this sales order, or this quote has been won. So we'll click on that, and now we come over here, and all of the information has been rolled over into the sales order. So you'll see the billing information and the contact information is present. If you go back here, you look at the sales order lines, you'll see that these lines are available. You can look at the details of all of them as well to see the prices and those items there. And at this point, you can work on creating a shipment for this if it's a product sales order. If it's a project sales order, maybe a customer has asked you to quote a project and now they've given you the order. So you can, if it's a product sales order, then you can create a shipment, and we'll show you that in another video. If it's a service sales order, then you can move this along to complete the services required as part of the sales order. It's also important to note that as part of the settings for Juno Orders, we define default PDF and email templates for sales orders. So when the sales order was created from the quote, it populated automatically the default PDF template and email template. So you can find out what that looks like just by going preview PDF. So here is what the sales order looks like. It's got the billing address and the shipping or project address on this side. It's got the product or service that is being rendered, and then it's got the relevant details about tax, shipping, discount, and whatnot that might be part of that sales order. And this is a PDF template that is fully controlled by you. You can add and remove content from it. We have a nice WYSIWYG editor. Again, another video that can explain all of that. It's very easy to use. So in the next video, we'll show how to either create a shipment for this, or if it's a service, then you can maybe you might have a supplier that you're going to issue a purchase order against, so you can create a purchase order against any of the sales order line items, and those purchase order lines would appear here as well, so you'd have traceable reference back from if it was a vendor that you outsource the service to or a vendor that you drop ship the product from. You would have the ability to come and track that from the sales order. In addition, we'll also show in subsequent videos how to create an invoice from this sales order, and there's two ways to go about doing that. One is to just trigger off the automatic generation and emailing of an invoice, and the second one is the manual creation of an invoice. So for instance, if maybe you're doing partial billing, you might want to do a manual version as well. We'll cover that in another video.